How are you all? A very, very warm welcome each and every one on Supergrad's YouTube channel. And as I say, the colleges are actually making the nation. And today, in front of us, we have two chaps, in fact, two fantastic representatives from IFMR Chennai, down south, one college that represents Kriya University, a very well-known name in the PG fraternity, but recently started with the IPM program, I suppose from last 2 odd years. And these two students are representing IFMR, and they are going to throw light on how the things are within the campus, what opportunities they actually look being within the campus, how has the life changed from standard 12th. Very warm welcome, Rohan. Very warm welcome, Shweta. How are you two guys?
I'm
Good.
doing very well. Good.
All right, Rohan, let me start this conversation with you. I have a set of questions. The first one is, how does a typical day look like in, if you're an IPM student in IFMR? And, I would also like to know how did it change once you turned from standard 12th to IFMR college?
Okay. How did it change? It actually became better because in 12th grade I was in hostel, so used to get up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
All right.
But now there's no classes as such. Only few days, I think, like one day in a week. Rarely we have 8:30 classes, but it usually 10:30 is when our classes start.
Okay. 10:30 your day
And
starts. All right.
yeah, 10:30. But like it differs per person. But for me, it starts at 7. Uh, and 10:30 our classes start. From 7, like I go morning gym and then breakfast.
Okay.
And from 10:30 to 4 we have classes. We have a lunch break in between. And then after 4, it's usually extracurricular time where we get time to like do anything we want, assignments or study for our next paper, quiz, or anything like that. So till like after that, we don't have any classes per se, but we have club meetings, we have other things to do, we have dinner. Then every day there's something or the other happening. There are like sport matches happening, or there's a play or something like that. So days goes on like that, and then by like 11, 12, I think it ends. For me, at least, it ends by 11, 12.
All right. Shweta, now over to you. How does IFMR help you balance the academic with the other aspects of the life? I think, that's the most important part in any of the campus lives because we are not just going to, we're just not going for the classes. We're just not going for the tests and everything. We are going for personalities, right? And how does IFMR shape your personality?
So, we have only like 3, 4 classes a day,
Hmm.
but the structure here is very rigorous. We have a lot of assignments, we have a lot of presentations, a lot of tests on almost a daily basis. But it's also very well balanced with flexibility, I would say. Here, the professors are very approachable. So they also encourage a lot of participation in extracurriculars rather than just academics. So I feel like the balance between academics and extracurriculars here is very um, good here. And just like Rohan said, there's something happening every day. There's a show being put on, there's a dance production, there's a theater production. So we watch them around after dinner.
I just want to know
And
more about it. If you can deep dive and tell me what exactly happens. So, the single word is not explaining a lot of stuff. But if you can tell me how you are going for a play, how you're making a show and everything.
so there's a dance club called Mudra.
All right.
So they sometimes put on productions of dances where they have different types of dances as a showcase. So there's a host, and they'll tell a group of people will do a set of dance and next by next. So it'll go for an hour or two. It usually starts in the night around 9:30. It goes on till
Inside the campus
10.
itself?
Inside the
Where
campus, there's an
exactly?
open air theater. There's an open air theater.
Open
So
air theater.
over
Okay.
there they have, and there's seats to sit. Where it's out in the open, so we get to sit there and watch. And also there is another dance.
This Mahal setting is after the dinner or every day, right?
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
All
yeah,
right. So I think it's quite a relaxation before you go to sleep, right?
yeah.
On an everyday basis. Fantastic. Okay. Let me ask this particular question as well. Now, someone from you, let's say Shweta answers this. Why IFMR?
Um, it was a mix of factors for why IFMR for me.
Mhm.
There's academics, IFMR is known for the PG level. So I also obviously I chose it for that. And personally, I'm very interested in finance, and IFMR is known for MBA in finance. So I thought it would a very good option for someone who is into finance. And there's also a lot of opportunities available.
Mhm.
Here, the learning is more application based rather than complete theory. So there are field visits they take us on, and presentations that we have to do. Because in one of our courses for international trade, we were taught about risk management, but rather than just teaching it to us, they gave us a topic, and we had to do a risk analysis for the business. So what we learn is not just books, but we also learn to apply it. And I thought that something like this would be a very good option for me to work in the professional setting as well.
All right, I like the answer, and I would like to also acknowledge with one more fact that comes from your talks itself. I got to know lately that IFMR has been one of the pioneers in the research field. Were you guys knowing it before, or did you come and then you get to know it?
So like IFMR, the R stands for research. So like before I joined the college,
Right, right,
I had gone through like how IFMR is a very old institute as well,
right.
and so I knew about its research, and like I know that it's one of the leading colleges in research. So that was one of the reasons why I chose. I wanted to do IPM because MBA over here will make it more interesting and more qualified because it's been in this field for a long while.
Right. So, people, most of the audiences who are listening to us right now, if you wish to choose IFMR, if you have, if you are inclined towards research part and looking like institutes like ISER, and IFMR can become a fantastic choice for you guys if you wish to pursue a career in the field of management. All right. Uh, so, I would like to ask, please, success बताना झूठ मत बोलना. Have your expectations being met or not? One by one. Let's start with Rohan now.
I think I didn't have that many experience. It's actually been exceeded by the way academics are taken over here. Because when we first, before joining, there's no course structure written anywhere, like how the course will be.
Right.
So after you join, after you come here for your first day of college, that's when our head of our course will come and then tell you the whole course structure. So that was something that I never expected, that we would be learning so many different subjects, and it could be connected to business as well. Like we are studying environmental studies, we're studying manufacturing methods, which is mostly engineering, but how they connect it to business, something really interesting. So I think academic-wise is very well exceeded. And other than that, if you look at like extracurricular and everything, it's similar to almost all colleges where you have every other sport that people play. There are different things happening around the college, very lively. So I think it's morely towards academic side where my expectations were exceeded.
And what do you feel, Shweta, on the same question?
I agree too, because I didn't have much expectations because I didn't know what to expect of university, like university life in general. So when I joined, I thought it would be a very uh, chill course where you didn't have a lot of work to do, but I didn't expect a very strong
Is it
academic
rigorous?
curriculum.
Do you think that the things are very rigorous over here?
Only during the class times,
Only
where
during the class
we,
times.
like we have a lot of work, but there's also equally time given for us to wind down and relax as well. But it is rigorous compared to other programs I've heard about.
All right. I would like to also understand more about the cult or the culture part of the organization, and let's throw some light on the extracurriculars. If you guys can tell me about the fest part as well. So, Rohan, Shweta, one by one. If one can speak, Rohan can speak on the extracurriculars, and Shweta can join in then for the fest part. That will be great for the student audiences who are listening to you right now.
So extracurriculars, so there's a wide range of, so firstly, there are many clubs on campus,
Mhm.
like ranging from finance, business to arts, and they're all clubs. And BBA, being part of BBA, you can join any club you want. So every club has events organized, and you can go be part of those events. So like that, extracurricular becomes a wide range. Whatever you're interested in, you can go and do like be part of it and enjoy it as well. You don't particularly have to be part of the club. You can go for a certain event and you can enjoy that as well. Like
Okay.
So there's something called as Her Campus Kriya. So it's an organization that's there in many colleges as well, Her Campus, and it's
Okay.
affiliated with many universities, and they organize different events around around the campus, and you can be part of it. And there are many like they also affiliate with NGOs and try to bring those NGOs here and have different events. So like
I'm
that, you
being a
can be
bit
part of any
inquisitive over
club.
here. You are 60 people, right? And there's so many clubs and
Hmm.
committees. How it is managed then? Is it some other course people also join in over here? Or uh, please, if you can throw some more light. I just want to understand the numbers. Yeah.
So there's only one BBA centric club which just formed this year called as Ascent Club. So
Oh,
where only BBA
all
people,
right.
it's headed by BBA people, and BBA people are allowed in that, at least as of now. So
Okay.
60 people can go there, and that's the event only for us. But all the other clubs are head by CIAS people. CIAS is the liberal arts college in Korea University.
Right.
So they're head by, so we can also head them, they also head them. So it's like and they are
So
almost like 700,
intercollegiate kind of
800.
a
Huh.
activity that's going on.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
All right, that's quite interesting to know because liberal arts students as well as IPM students are making groups and they are actually learning together. That's great part to know. Over to you, Shweta, if you can throw some light on the fest part. If Rohan is done with,
Yes.
if Rohan is,
Yeah,
yeah, please, Shweta.
yeah.
So, talking about fests, if you're strictly talking about IFMR, there are two. One is UKIO, which is a BBA fest, and the other one is Abhyudaya, which is a fest conducted by the MBA people.
All
It's an
right.
inter-college fest. So, UKIO is completely held by BBA people.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a 2-day event. First day, we have stalls where we can set up any stall we want. So I had a photo booth stall this year. And the second day is a cultural night where we sang, we danced, and Abhyudaya is something that MBA people do. And it's also a 2-day event. First day, it's completely competitions and all business related competitions. And in the night, there was a concert happening. And the second day, there was also again competitions and there was a DJ night. So,
Okay.
and there are also stalls and other colleges also took part in Avidya.
All right. So, I'm a bit, I do not know the exact location of IFMR. I get a bit confused. Some people say it's in Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Some people say, no, it's in Andhra Pradesh.
It's
Yeah, if you can please clarify that part as well.
it's in Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah.
So it's almost I think 15, 20, no, it's 30 kilometers from the border of Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
So it's not that far away from like the admin office of Korea University is in Chennai.
All right.
So from Chennai, it's around 70 kilometers. So
70.
that's why people get confused if it's part of Chennai or not. But
Okay.
it's actually in Andhra Pradesh,
Okay.
the
So,
college.
IFMR college is somewhere on the border of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, if I'm not wrong. And
Hmm.
certainly, students have the leverage of going to Chennai as well on the Sundays and all. Have you
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
looked, you got in outside and did some fun over there? I mean, did you explore the city, Chennai?
We both are from Chennai. So like
Oh, you both are from Chennai. That's great. All right, I would like to ask one more question over here. How's your peer looks like? I mean, what is the background? What is the diversity? So you both stated that you both are from Chennai. Also, tell me about the backgrounds as well.
Um,
Can I
go ahead,
repeat?
go ahead.
Yeah, Shweta,
yeah,
No,
please.
no, no.
so there are people coming from different parts of India and even outside India. So talking to them, I learn a lot about how they grew up. So even though we're all technically Indian, the way we were brought up from different parts is very different. So you get a lot of perspectives and you get to
Where are you
learn a
five
lot.
best friends hailing from? If you can throw some light on that, yeah.
Uh, yeah, one of my friend is from Kuwait.
Okay, all right.
One of my friend is from most of them are from Chennai.
Oh,
One
most
is
of them
from
from Chennai.
Bangalore.
Bangalore, okay.
Uh, some of them are from one of them is from Allahabad.
Allahabad,
So
all right.
there are a lot of,
So mixed blend,
yeah, some are from Andhra also.
Andhra also. All right. Okay. So, it's a mixed blend as you rightly mentioned. So what all learnings you are having from your peers now. The second part, if Rohan can put the thoughts on that particular part.
I think learnings in sense like it's if you see from like a more extracurricular thing like festivals,
Hmm.
how people celebrate is really different. So like I have friend from Lucknow, and she celebrates Holi in a very different way what I have been used to because in the South India, Holi is not celebrated as much.
Oh,
And
I
when
wasn't aware about this. Thank you for
yeah, so
letting us know.
in South India, Holi is not celebrated as much. Like you'll see some like only North Indians playing Holi, but other than that, it's not like celebrated as grandly as how they do it in North India. So she was saying how like they literally like put colors on everyone possible and like how differently it's played. So like festivals like that, you that's when you see the diversity and how from where people come from because each one is used to celebrating a different festival grandly. Like I'm a Marwadi living in Chennai, so I celebrate Diwali very grandly, whereas someone who lives in Chennai and is a South Indian celebrates Pongal very differently. So that's one thing that I've seen and learned a lot from my peers. And
Yeah, all right. I would also like to now deep dive within the academic section as well, and would like to understand how does your classrooms look like, and you what all you're learning in your curricula right now. So starting with Rohan first. Yeah,
so basically our curriculum consists so every we have it's a trimester
system.
uh,
Right.
trimester system. So each term we have six subjects,
Hmm.
and each term the subjects keep changing.
Hmm.
Like, but per year, like overall, it's the same topic. Like this year, it's called as accounting year,
Hmm.
where all 3 years we have something related to accounts. Like first year we had basic accounting, second year went on a little more. Like third term we have cost accounting. Then next year it's marketing, and they teach you marketing and everything, and it goes on like that. And course, all the subjects are related to that particular thing. And then we have also have other subjects that like we have environmental studies where that is connected to business and how environment is important for the business to thrive because nowadays everyone's getting very known to the fact that environment is getting bad and like how can we help it and everything like that. So we had law, we had chemistry last term as well,
Chemistry last time.
where it was called as materials and properties. So we learned about which, if you're going into a manufacturing industry, which metal is better, what chemicals can give you the best output to make a particular, if you're in a chemical industry for that matter. So
All right,
like
Shweta, I
that,
would
it's a
like
very
to know
diverse
one
world.
more aspect over here. So Rohan is clearly putting that, a lot of subjects are there from a lot of spheres and areas, right? That's the point being made by Rohan, if I conclude. But I also like to know there are some areas that are quite difficult for me to comprehend. I just went through the syllabus part and I saw that R and Python are also the part of the curriculum. Why do you think that so peculiar subjects are being kept inside your syllabi?
Every subject that they teach us here, it is somehow connected it to business. So
Right.
everything we learn is through the eyes of business. Um, Even Python, we had Excel also in the first term. So
Excel as well.
all of
Advanced Excel, perhaps, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, all right.
so everything that we learned can be used in a professional setup. It depends on which specialization we take, but they want us to have a all-round exposure to whatever whatever specialization we choose. We would have had some level of exposure to what we are going to be working as in the first few years of our college education.
All right. Now, something random I'm asking, and I hope, what do you think? Because you have already had almost a year now in the institution, the USP of the institution, and I would like to understand, what are the areas that you haven't mentioned till now in this particular interview that we should know about IFMR, starting from Rohan and then switching to Shweta after that. Yeah.
I think the biggest USP is the small batch size.
All right.
Like so comparing like I got into Symbiosis and Christ as well, and
Did you? Okay.
they all take like 250, 300 people at once.
Right.
You don't get the same exposure and connection with the faculty that you will get here because there are only 60 people in a batch. So we have continuous group presentations and group projects. So if it was a very big batch, you wouldn't be able to listen to other groups as well because it's taking a lot of time. But here, like whenever we have group presentations, we listen to other groups as well, and we wait for our turn. We give our presentation. So that's one biggest, I think, USP I would put it out there for IFMR while doing our program.
Shweta.
I feel the USP is the collaboration that they encourage. The way they teach us is how they teach us in a way that we can, like, if you want us to work, we could go work tomorrow. That is how they teach us.
Oh,
Um,
that's a big point being made. I mean,
yeah,
and why you're saying that? I mean, I need a rationale, or the right word over here would be an evidence to state for this take this
so
particular thing further. Yeah.
yeah. First thing is, most of our group projects, the teams are assigned by the faculty.
Hmm.
We don't have control over who's in our team. So it's not that all the time I get to team up with my friends. So I have to team up with people I don't talk to on a regular basis, which is exactly how a professional setup is
Looks
going to
like,
look
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Also, in one of our field visits, we got complete autonomy. They gave us the team, but we had to research and we had to go do the work and present the work we did all by ourselves. So this is something you're left to do on your own, but you're monitored from a bird's eye view.
All right.
That is again something that is very professional setup, and also they give us internships every year, so we have work exposure before we start completely working in a company after
Have
we
you
have
been through some internship already, or you are going to go through?
going to go through. After this year ends, we have a summer internship.
All right. Now the last segment is a surprise segment where I'm going to tell you to rate out of 10 on the following factors, right? But if you're ranking very high, I want a reason. I'm going to ask a reason if I feel that there's something fishy over here. All right. Okay. So starting with Rohan over here, how will you rate it out of 10 for infrastructure? Be very, very honest.
Uh, I would say 8.
8. And reasons for 8 are why?
Uh,
What all find you good over there?
Okay, so infrastructure, if it's based on like sports and everything, I think that's where like I would reduce it a bit because there's still
All right.
the a lot can be improved. Like cricket, as such, the only nets over here. There's not a proper ground for cricket, and sports like different equipments and everything could have been made better. Like it's slowly getting there, but like that's somewhere where I take it. But whereas in academics, our classrooms are like air conditioned. There's like projectors. They have very good projectors. The microphone and all works, and like the faculty also is very good and like they are very well experienced. And I think the classrooms in general are really good atmosphere to study in. Like if the classroom isn't beautiful, I wouldn't want to sit in and study for like one full day for like 5 hours, 6 hours.
For six
So I
hours.
think, yeah, so
All
I
right.
think that's it.
Shweta now, college vibe. I hope you're getting this particular term, college vibe. Because we all grow up watching movies and all, and then on in our heads we want a college vibe. According to you, how much will you rate out of 10?
I'd give it a 9.
9. And what is the reason behind rating it so high?
There's something always happening, so you always feel like you're part of something. You can go watch something that's happening in the open air theater if you're bored, and there is some event being put on all the time. There's a fest, or it's a very lively and happening campus.
There is life over
You
there.
know,
All right.
contrary to it being on the border, not very accessible to a lot of places
Despite that.
nearby, it's very happening here.
All right. Rohan now. Food inside the campus or in the hostels?
I would say 6 or 7.
Oh, you do not like the food. But
No, it's not about liking, but it's like you get bored of it. Like, of course, like because I've lived in an hostel before, this food is really good for me. But like if you see food wise, it's not that great. Like everyone would come with the expectation कि घर का खाना ही मिलेगा. It won't be like that
it won't be
at
like that.
all.
What all
Yeah.
you are going to get over there?
So see, a normal food you get like which is right. You get chapati, lunch and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
You get one vegetable, you get one gravy, you get rice.
Mm-hmm.
That's there for all meals. But if you want to have like the junk food, fast food, there are restaurants nearby. On campus, we have two cafes which
Two
give
cafes are
you
there.
like sandwiches, pizzas, burgers, fries, whatever you want.
Mhm.
And there are good restaurants right at the highway, like 10 kilometers from you. Take a auto and go. There are two good restaurants. There are even Japanese restaurants which are like owned by like Japanese people as well because they come here to work They also have restaurants over there, and
Oh,
so you
crazy.
get really good food there as well.
Okay. All right, Shweta, now, next question to you. Uh, I was thinking of rating you, giving the rating on internships, but you haven't gone through. Okay, clubs, committees, and managerial roles.
I'd say 7 or 8.
7 or 8. Okay, reasons?
There are a lot of clubs. Sometimes it can get a little overwhelming.
Sometimes it
And
gets overwhelming. Yeah.
yeah, and like for me, at least the schedule is not very aligned because the club meetings, I'll have tests. So I missed a lot of my club meetings.
All right.
But I mean, it's honestly for personally for me, but other people might rate it higher because
All right.
time management wise, they might have done it better.
Rohan, now, next is hostel life.
Oh, 10 on 10.
10 on 10?
There's,
Why? I mean, what is the
yeah,
reason behind that? What are you
it's
doing inside the hostel rooms? Guys,
I- so it's not even that. Like it's like, so you don't have curfew per se. Like
okay.
you can roam around in campus to whenever you want. So like about the vibe you were talking about, even 5 o'clock in the morning, if you step outside your room, it'll still feel like it's 4 o'clock in the evening. There are like that many people roaming around, even middle of the night. That is one. And two, hostel life and per se, you have your friends around. You can go chill with them, be in the room, talk, like just do time pass, study together. Like study happens like here and there, but like yeah, I think altogether hostel life is very chill and very
You've
like
got some
something
good
that
friends over
everyone,
there, right?
yeah.
People are reminded of Three Idiots right now, that movie. All right. Shweta, now, last question, and the most important one. Not because you have gone through that particular process, but you may be putting an eye on that, and certainly that's your ultimate aim, placements.
Placements, I'd say 8 or 9.
Eight or
9,
nine.
I'd say.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
But there should be some specific reasons, right? Because you are the right person of putting it to the student audiences, and they'll rely to you. Why are you rating it so high?
8. I would say 8 because I went for my internship through the university. I got placed
All right.
in a CA firm. We're all
Okay.
getting placed. So
And
at
what
the end of the
about
day,
the
that's
seniors right now? I mean, there'll be a lot of seniors who may be going through some placement process and all, and you may be maybe getting some news, some hearsays and rumors as well. So what are those?
we are 2 batches so far, and it's a
No, no,
3-year
I'm
BBA
talking about an
program.
MBA grade right now because at the end it's going to merge with the MBA placement, right? Perhaps because on those grounds I'm asking this.
I'm not very sure about the MBA placements.
Rohan, if you
Like
can throw some light over there.
yeah, so like so I've spoken to a lot of MBA people. So like
Yeah.
the current batch that's passing out right now, out of 264, only 20 or 25 people didn't get placed yet.
All right.
And I think that's a very good
Good number in the
number.
research phase right now. I
Yeah,
can understand
yeah,
it.
in the phase right now. So I think hearing that and seeing our batch, it makes me more confident that I would get placed in the future after 5 years because we have been here for 5 years and it would have grown more by then.
All right.
So I think yeah.
It was wonderful talking to you guys, Rohan and Shweta, and perhaps, a very good interaction that's going to, that has introduced IFMR to the kids in the correct light. We have talked about all the good part of it, and also there were some things where, management needs to improve, like mess that was informed to us by Rohan. So this is all from our side on Supergrads YouTube channel. Thank you, Rohan. Thank you, Shweta, for making it for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.